Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Crochet Studio 22. In today's video, we will be making this beautiful star top or a flower top, however you want to call it. It is a top inspired by the one that Ariana Grande wore, and hers was in the black color. I decided to make mine yellow just because if I did it in the black, you won't be able to see so much into the details how it needs to be done. It is a pretty easy pattern. We will be starting here from the petals, actually from the points. In total we have 2, 4, 6 of them, and in the end we will make the circle and our string. This is a pattern that is going pretty fast in the making, I must say. And if you're a beginner, if you know your single crochet, you're more or less ready to do it. You can do that. This is how we will be wearing it. I wanted to show you guys this. This is how you are wearing it. So again, we have 6 pieces, and we are putting our string, which goes around our neck, and then through these 2 we are putting our arms through, and then we are tying it up at the back. And you can leave the ones at the bottom, you can leave them free if you want. What I like to do is to cross this, as you can see, to cross it like this at the back, like this, and then bring it to the front, and pass the petals through this, and ultimately tie it up in the front. So it is going to hold your it's going to hold these points, these 2 bottom points. It is going to hold them into place however you want them to be. It actually acts like a rail on which you can set up your petals. My work, this is the finished one. This is the one that we are doing in the video. This one is not completely done, because what I am recommending you to do, guys, is to just steam it a little bit with the iron. Don't press with the iron too much, because it's not gonna look nice. Just place the iron on top of it lightly and release some steam. So it is going to flatten out even more the petals, especially the ones that are going here in the top and here at the bottom, because these ones here, they're passing like this on our breast, and we need them to be kind of wavy. Yeah, is that the word, wavy? Yeah, okay. So curvy. But the ones at the top and the ones at the back, at the bottom, you can flatten them out, and again, just place the iron lightly and just release a little bit of steam, and it will flatten out your work. So it's a really nice piece. I'm not sure that the yellow is the color I actually want to go with when it comes to wearing. I'm sure that the black is the perfect one, but again, I went with the yellow so you guys could see all the details and everything. But I actually very much like the piece. It's very much wearable, and I hope you will like it. What you will need is, I spent a total of 2 balls of yarn. That's what you will need. You will need one ring in the middle. Mine that I used is a wooden one. You can use a metal, plastic, basically any kind of ring that you find in any size that you want. Just make sure it's not too small, because then it will be really hard for you to fit all 6 petals. And another thing, you don't need to work in 6. You can work in just 5 petals. It would look, let me try to hide it, something like this, but then your final work would look like this. You wouldn't have the 2 of it going up, but just 1, and then 2 here on the side, and 2 at the bottom. You can also make it like that. Again, it depends how you guys want it. The process is the same regardless of are you doing on the palm of my hand. Let me show you, like this. So this is the size of the ring. Don't go smaller than this. It will be really hard for you to join. So enough for the beginning. As I said, we will be starting from the petals, from these points here. Ultimately finish here in the circle, and then in the end we will make the string. So let's get to the pattern and let's start making this. Okay, happy crocheting.
So as I said, guys, we're going on our pattern now, but before we do that, let's talk about materials. You're gonna need 2 balls of yarn. Mine are small like this. You will need your hook. I'm working with a 3.5 millimeter. You will need a stitch marker, scissors, a tapestry needle, and you will need some kind of rings, right? You will need 1 ring. So I have the wooden one, I have the metal ones, different colors, sizes, whatever. So plastic ones can also do it. It's just important that it is a ring that can hold on to your material. So we're going to start now, and as you know, I'm keeping my yarn in my jar and always taking it out from the middle. So we are going to start now, and this is now for all the sizes. The start is the same. We are going to start by making a loop, and then our foundation chain of 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and this 16th one, pull it out a little bit, make it a little bit bigger, longer actually, like this. Trust me on that one. Okay, so the last one a bit longer than the other ones, and we will go into the 2nd stitch from the hook, placing a single crochet, but I don't go this side. I work always in this little bumps from the back. So you go like this with your hook, placing single crochet in each and every stitch till the end of the row. And again, if you can see, guys, those are these little bumps here. I work there with my hook. So till the end of the row, when you place in each and every stitch a single crochet, you should have a total of 15 single crochets till the end. Okay, our first row is done, and now we are going to chain 1, turn our work, and into this very first stitch here, this one. Okay, this is our chain 1, so the first one here, we are going there, placing a single crochet, and we will be placing now single crochet again in each and every stitch till the end of this row. And again, guys, you should have 15 single crochets until you reach the end of this row. It's my 13, 14, and this one here, 15. Now, you remember that that last one I told you make it a bit longer. That is just to fix my camera. So not these one here, that is actually this chain, and this one that is that one chain, the 16th one from our foundation that I told you make it larger. So you need to go there with your hook. Okay, try to put both of them on the hook. If not, you can work with just one, but if you heard what I said, make it a bit longer, then you shouldn't have any problem putting both of it on your hook. Okay, and we will place in that place 3 single crochets. So we work now 1 in the same place, 2 on the second one. We're gonna put a marker and a 3rd single crochet. So this is what we have. So now we're gonna work on this side our way back. Okay, so we are working like this. So now we came to this side, and because we worked our foundation in those little bumps that I showed you, now the bottom looks like this. So you can see actually your stitches, your loops, you can see them very nicely. Okay, and we're gonna go into the first one, which is the one right here. Okay, so these two, and placing a single crochet. That is 1, and then the next one, 2, and then here, oops, 3, and like this again all the way till the end of the row. You should have a total of 15. And your last one should be just here, where is the knot that you made, basically our first one from the foundation chain. And this is what you should have so far, guys. And this was actually the hard part. Okay, now everything after this is pretty much easier. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 1, but this time we are not going to go into, actually we will go into the first one here, but we will be making a decrease, and we will be decreasing in each and every row. So you go with your needle into the first stitch, pull out your yarn, you have 2 loops on the hook, going to the next one, pull out your yarn, you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And now continue making your single crochet in each and every stitch until you reach your stitch marker. I reached my stitch marker. You are going to take it out, and in that stitch you will make 3 single crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2, into the second one you put back your stitch marker, and 3, like this. And again we are going to continue placing our single crochet all the way till the end, but until we have 2 stitches left, because that is where we are going to make our decrease again. So as you can see, we have 2 stitches left, and this is where we are going to make our decrease, exactly like we did in the beginning of our row. So we go, pull out the yarn, 2 loops on the hook, go into the next one, pull out the yarn, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And this is what we have. And this is the row that we will be repeating until you have enough rows for the size of your one petal. I will do the next row with you guys, and then I will show you the rest of the petals, how they look, and I will explain you how far you should go in making your petals. But now let's make one more row, and again, this is the row that you will be repeating all the way through. So we are going to yarn over, sorry, chain 1. We are chaining 1. Turn your work, and in the beginning of every row, at the end of every row, you're making a decrease. So you're gonna go into the first stitch, pull out the yarn, 2 loops on the hook, go into the next one, pull out the yarn, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And again, continue making a single crochet all the way until your stitch marker. What I wanted to tell you is try not to make your stitches very tight, because the pattern itself is curling up the petals, and if the way of your crocheting, your grip is too tight on it, it's just going to curl them up even more. If that is the way how you work and it's something you can't help it, then my suggestion would be just take a bigger hook. You know, that sometimes help if you have a very tight grip and your stitches are very tight. Just take a bigger hook, guys. So we reached our stitch marker. We're gonna take it out. In that stitch we will be placing 3 single crochets. 1, 2, into the second one we are putting back our stitch marker, and then the third one. And now we're gonna work our way back, and again you should have still those 15 single crochets working up and down like the way I am now. Again, you should have your 15 stitches together with your decreasing stitch. So in the beginning of every row you will be decreasing, at the end of every row you will be decreasing. So when you are beginning a row, the first 2 stitches are for decreasing. When you are finishing the row, the last 2 stitches are for decreasing. And this is how you're gonna do each and every row throughout this pattern. And as you can see, I have 2 stitches left. So we go in 1, pull out the yarn, 2 loops on the hook, go into the next one, pull out the yarn, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And again, this is what we should have, guys. And yes, as you can see, the pattern is curling up. That is totally fine. And let me show you now how the finished ones, how they look like. This is how the final one looks like. And as you can see, because of the decreases that we are making, this is the shape that we are getting. And don't forget that in the beginning we did one row, and then we started going like this. So the best way to count is from here, like here is the 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But this one, okay, is front and back. So these are the 2 rows, okay? So make them as long as you want, as long or as bigger as you need them to be. Don't forget that 2 of these petals will be going around your breasts, so they need to be big enough to cover them, but in the same time not so big to go over your shoulders or under your armpits, if you understand me. Again, as I always say, the best way to determine the size is to try it on. So I am going to finish mine and I will come back, guys, for you. You know, you will need 6 of these, and when you finish your row, just, you know, make a slip stitch and pull out your yarn and leave the yarn long enough to have it for the connection and weaving in the tails. Okay, so see you later, guys, and happy crochet. I finished all of my 6 petals, guys, and I already placed them down. So I just wanted to show you, this is how my petal looks like. And as you remember, I showed you how to count, how to actually see which one is the right and the wrong side. So here, where you can see this arch very nicely, that is your right side, because here you don't see it here very well. So this is the good side, the right side, and you're gonna place the right side like this on the top. And I see that my tail is on my left, and like this. Sorry, this one got turned. 1 second, did I? Yes, on the left. So like this, I am placing all of my petals, and that is the way of how we will be joining. So I chose this wooden ring, and now we're gonna start on the joining. So what we're going to need now is our tapestry needle. Okay, and I'm gonna start from here. So I am going to put the yarn in my needle, not all the way through, and now we're gonna go here from the first here into this one. Okay, and then the next 2 like this, and then the 3rd, and like this. Okay, so we will be going like this all the way down, but not entirely all the way down. We need to leave some space for our ring. So here at the top, where are our 1, 2, 3 stitches, leave these stitches, because from these 3 stitches we will be connecting to our ring. So 1, 2, 3, let's say until here. I'm gonna leave it empty, so these 3 will be used, and then these 3, let's say, to stay empty. I think that space would be enough as the opening for our ring. Maybe a little bit even more than that, but you know, we will see now as we're working how it is going. So we have a little bit more. Just make sure when you guys are doing this that you are catching both of the loops. Okay, so let me just see, did I went through this one? Yeah, so here 2, and then 2 here as well. And one more. Okay, and I think this is enough of the opening that we left for our ring. So what we're gonna do now, again, this 1, 2, 3, they need to stay free. So we are just gonna go in the next 3 as a slip stitch on one side. So that is 1 and 2 and 3. And now from this one, we're gonna take our ring and go like this around our ring from that stitch, and go from that stitch like 2-3 times. We need that thing to be nice and firm because it will be holding the whole piece together. Okay, 2 and 1 more, why not? And now we will go into this second stitch. So that will be 1, and again make it 3 times. I like to place my threads nicely, not to go on top of each other, like this. And then, sorry, and then here is the third one. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so keep them firm. Okay, so for now that is it with these two. I'm not gonna cut off or anything. I'm just going to take my tapestry needle out and basically now pass to another one, and we're just going to repeat the process until we attach all of them, all 6 of them together to each other plus onto the ring. I attached all my petals, and this is the look that we got so far. So this one goes here, this one here, and like this. So now, depending on what kind of ring you want, if you want, you can cover your whole ring, or you can just leave some of the ring, let's say, visible. Me, I don't want my my ring to be visible. So what I'm going to do now is I will go, 1 second, yes. So I will go through this stitch, sorry, through this one out, but to this side, not under here, to this side, like this, and then up and around the ring again, because I want to cover the ring completely, which is one of the reasons why I told you guys to leave your tail a bit longer. Again, if you didn't leave your tail longer, that is no problem. You can just attach your yarn additionally, you know, from actually from this part here. So if you don't have enough yarn, if you didn't leave enough tail, you can just attach it again and cover the ring with the yarn. On another hand, it's all about how you guys want it. If you like how your ring being visible looks like, you can leave it visible. So I will be doing this until I reach, sorry, I want to do this together with you guys, until I reach this side here. Oops, wrong. Okay, like this, and we will have just a couple of more. So this is enough, and now that I've reached this part here, I'm gonna put my needle through this stitch like this, and just a couple of more till I reach my connection part, which is this one here, and I'm going to make one simple knot. After that, from your wrong side, which is this one here, you can just, sorry, let's say from here we can go in and we can weave in our ends. Just find a good spot. Let's say which one is good for you. Let's say this one, just to weave in a little bit of your ends to make it extra secure. I know that making a knot and stuff, it's all good and it makes your work secured, but after making any kind of knot anywhere, I like to weave in at least a little bit of my end. Did that, we can just cut off our yarn, and we can proceed to the next one, which is this one here. So let me repeat you one more time. So from here we will just go like this around the ring until we reach this side here. I'm trying to make it faster, but if I make it faster, then it's not gonna, they're not going to look nice. Oopsie, sorry. So I've made enough, and just make sure that it is tight enough. And now I will go from this stitch here to bring it down, and I will pass one more time through that same stitch. Okay, they look pretty nice to me. And now from this side, guys, oh my god, this yarn is so silky, it keeps on falling off. It's not listening to me today. And we're gonna make one more through here, and let's say another one through here, and this is where we are going to make our knot. I give up on the needle part, like this, and just like pull it. And now from the other side, again, like the previous tail, we are going to weave it in. So repeat this for all six of your petals that you have. And once we finish covering our ring, then we are going to proceed further with our pattern. We finished the ring in the middle, and now it is the time for us to clean up our edges, and in the same time we need to make the loops on top of them, you know, for the strings to pass on. So this is how our look is going. These two on top are going towards our shoulders. These are for the breast, and these two will be going down. So now we need to attach our yarn, and first we are going to make a loop, okay, like this, and I'm going to attach, if you can see, yeah, so I'm going to attach my yarn from here. So put your hook through, grab your loop and pull it through. Oops, sorry. One more time. Hook in, loop on the hook, pull through, and chain. Now we are going to make one single crochet here, and then the next one kind of here, if you can see, guys, on the top, and then the next one is here, kind of a little bit bigger space you have, and the next one is here. So keep on placing your single crochets, and again keep your tail behind and work around your tail. So you don't need to weave it in later. It will be much easier and of course more secure. So don't keep it too loose, but in the same time don't keep it too tight, because if you do keep it too tight, then your work is going to crumble, and we don't want that in the end. Like once we finish everything, what I suggest you guys to do is to take the petals and just pass with iron, but very slightly on it, like don't press them in, okay, with a lot of pressure. What's important is just to give it a little bit of steam, but a little bit, okay? Give it a little bit of steam so they are going to flatten out, okay? So like this, we are working our way up, and once we reach the peak of our petal, we are going here now to make a loop. Now that we reach here at the top, you see that I already placed a single crochet here. I'm going to place another one in the same stitch, and then we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, or 3. Let me just see. 4, 5. Depends, guys, what kind of yarn you are working. Maybe chain of 3, 4, or 5 will be enough for you. See it on your work. So we will go here in this next space, and we are going to work now around this tail here. In the next space, again, place 2 single crochets in the same space, like this. And as you can see, we have just created a loop. In my opinion, it's a little bit too big, so I'm going to make my chain just to be the chain of 3, and then 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and then we're gonna continue working our way down with the single crochets in the same manner that we worked on the way up. So as you can see, we created a loop here. My advice is to create a loop on top of every petal, so you don't really have to think when we are putting the string which side, you know, which petals are the correct ones, which ones are not. So just put a loop on each and every peak of the petal when you're working. So like this, we will be working in the continuity. We're not going to stop anywhere. We are not going to let's say like cut our yarn and stuff. So we're just going to work here to the bottom, and then from here we're going to continue working up. Okay, and once we finish this, our piece is done, and after that the only thing for us to do is to make a string for our piece. I will show you guys also how to place this string, to actually how to tie up the piece and how you can wear it, and after that we are done. So just a little bit more of work and we are done. I finished the flower. I still didn't iron my petals. I will do that one later, because right now I wanna, oh, look at this one here, I forgot. Okay, because I want to show you guys how to make a string that is another one that is going to be not thick but strong enough to kind of like hold all this together. Okay, so you're gonna take your yarn, okay, and you're gonna take it like this, but leave like a really long tail, okay, like really long. And now we are going to make a loop like this, and move this. Now this at the bottom is the tail, so the one on the top you're gonna wrap around your finger, and this bottom one you're gonna yarn over like this around your hook, hold it like this, from the top one yarn over and pull through these two, and again the bottom one yarn around your hook like this, yarn over and pull through, and again the bottom one yarn over from the top one, yarn over, pull through, and like this. So just the bottom one, yarn over, pull through. So just keep on going like this. The only thing important here is to keep your grip the same throughout this string making. To be honest with you, this is really my favorite way of making the string, because this is how it looks like. They are remaining flexible, but again pretty strong for holding holding your pieces regardless of what are you making. I'm always making the strings like this. Again, no matter is it for the tops, dresses, skirts, pants, waist belts, whatever it is. This is how I always make my strings. So go on, make your string pretty long, because it will have to go from this and this part around your shoulders, and then to catch here on the side and go behind your back. So you're gonna need a quite long string, and again, it's always better to have an extra rather than for it to be short. Okay, so after this string, I will come back to you guys so I can show you how my petals look like once I iron them out. Again, not too much, they just need a little bit of flattening out and maybe a bit of steaming. Don't press too much, because trust me, it's not going to look good. It is going to destroy the yarn. And so yeah, I will come back to show you how to put it on, and then we are done. So see you later, guys. Guys, I am back. My piece is completely done. My string is completely done. And what you need to do now, so these two on the side, they will be covering our breast. These two are going up towards our shoulders and our collarbone. The neck is in the middle, and these two are going down. So from here, we need to place our string like this, and then we need to place it from here as well. Sorry, I'm having one finger less because I cut myself, so I'm having a bit of troubles here. So it will go like this, and then this part, guys, is going behind your neck. This one is going up like this through this loop here. Okay, like this, and through this loop here like this. So this part here is going around our neck. Our arms are passing through these two holes, and from here at the back you are tying it up. You can tie it up just like that and leave the bottom to go down freely, or you can also tie them up to make it more wider. So that would be all. And in the beginning of the video, when we were starting this video tutorial, you see me wearing this piece. That is where I'm explaining you more about tying it up and everything. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe. More video tutorials are coming. Write me in your comments, write me your thoughts, write me your suggestions. What is something next that you would like to see me doing a tutorial of? And stay tuned, guys, and I will be back with more videos about a lovely crochet. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. And as I like to say, happy crochet, and see you in the next video. Bye.